Now, over the years I've played a fair few Battle Royale games in my time, from OG classics such as PUBG to the awesome Apex Legends, and I've even dabbled a bit in Fortnite, though I really couldn't get on with the building mechanics in that one. Now comes Warzone Soldier Battle Royale Shooter though, an epic battle royale according to developer publisher Megami or MeGame, which from the title and this thumbnail is quite obviously attempting to rip off PUBG, but looking at the rest of the screenshots we can already tell that it's going to be a massive pile of wank. So let's take a look at the game and see what it has to offer, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy my content and want to see more. So this is the main menu of Warzone Soldier, and I've spoken about low efforts before, but fuck me have they pushed the boat out with this one. The settings menu is the most interesting thing on it, allowing you to adjust the volume sensitivity, language, of which you get English, Japanese and Russian, or hide and show the radar. Hitting the play game button takes you to the pre-game settings menu where you can select the number of players, which by default is random but can go all the way from 1 to 100. That's right, you can play with one player in this battle royale. You can also set the in-game time, which changes the time of day, and finally you can browse the shop, which gives you a bunch of different cosmetic options for your lovely low poly character, priced randomly at either $500, $1,500 or $6,000. After that, there's nothing left to do but start the game, and I went with 80 to 100 players just to get the true Battle Royale experience with this one. Now after a brief blank loading screen, I was then dropped into the battlefield with my character doing some sort of weird falling dance, and I was just getting my bearings when I was set upon by another pan-wielding maniac who proceeded to pummel me to death. And with max players you'll frequently find yourself spawning on top or next to enemies who, if you don't get the first hit on, will kill you every single time. Now I'll start by saying that a key component which makes all other battle royales so much fun and so intense once it gets down to the final circle is the fact that for the most part you're playing against other players, real life humans who are just as desperate as you are to win that chicken dinner, and so you know that they're laying in wait, just plotting and scheming and hoping for you to make the first mistake. Warzone Soldier however is an entirely single player experience. There's no online multiplayer and the game has you facing off against bots, which, as you'd expect, have been programmed with all of the intellect of a fucking goldfish. If you happen to snag a weapon crate as soon as you begin, you can pretty much guarantee the win in this one, because these fucking idiots will continue the pan fights with each other despite the fact that you're peppering them with rounds, and they're programmed in such a way that if they see you, they'll run directly at you regardless of what weapon they're using. But if you break line of sight, they'll then instantly lose interest and wander off to find another target. The concept of this one is of course your standard battle royale affair though, of kill everything and be the last one standing. And like other games in the genre, you'll find crates scattered about the battlefield offering up weapons, med packs and armour packs to top off your HP and provide some additional defence, and the play area also shrinks over time, with a damaging circle closing in around you, and which pauses briefly after each reduction, but gives no warning that it's continuing. By the end of it though, you'll usually be left with one or two opponents left to kill, whom you'll usually find wandering aimlessly about the battlefield. And it's worth noting that the radar means no surprises in this one, so turn it off if you can really be bothered. But regardless of this, there's really no challenge in this one, and killing enemies or winning the game rewards you with cash, which can then be spent on those lovely outfits that I mentioned. When it comes to the controls, like the rest of the game, they're pretty simple and also pretty shy. By default, your character moves at a snail's pace, especially whilst strafing. You have a sprint button which you can hold to automatically run forward, but at the same time disables strafing. And there's also a jump button which is practically fucking pointless since you can't actually jump over anything. When it comes to shooting, there's no aiming down sights in the game, so shooting from the hip is the only option. Not that accuracy actually matters though, as it's rare that enemies themselves will actually pick up a weapon crate, so you've got all the time in the world to just mow them down. And when it comes to the weapons themselves, well, you have a couple of pistols, a few different machine guns, a shotgun, a sniper rifle, and a grenade launcher. The pistol is ridiculously underpowered, the shotgun will only actually hit an enemy if you're about a centimetre away, and the sound effect for it is fucking awful. The sniper rifle is also tits, as you can't aim down sights and it takes multiple hits to kill anything. And the grenade launcher, well, I'll let the footage speak for itself here. So your only real option is the machine guns, and if you happen to pick up a heavy machine gun which has a 100 round mag, shoots about 30 rounds a second and takes about a millisecond to reload, well, you're never going to want to use another weapon again. All in all, Warzone Soldier is about as terrible a game as I expected. In fact, no. It's worse than I expected, it's an absolute fucking travesty of a game, an embarrassment to all Battle Royale games that have come before it, it has no place in existence, let alone on the eShop, and the developer/publisher of MeGame should hang their heads in shame at the sheer audacity of releasing such a colossal shower of shite. But of course they won't, and as usual, the eShop description for this one spouts enough bullshit as to fool some people into expecting at least a semi-decent single-player Battle Royale game and buying it. What an absolute shit show, Nintendo. Your third-party acceptance team really have zero responsibilities, do they? You're literally paying them to do fuck all, you let publishers rip off legitimate titles left, right and centre, and yet the second someone encroaches on your IP, you ram your big fat lawyer cock down their throats and attempt to sue them. Get a grip, you shameless money-grabbing cunt. Well, that's about it from me. Another disgusting shit show of a scam game, and I'd rather play with my dad than play another second of it. But let me know what you thought down in the comments section below, and if you happen to pick this one up, let me know how much you regretted your decision. For now though, I just want to thank you all once again for watching, and until next time, take care of yourselves, and game on.